He's all alone on Mars, and his only hope for survival? Growing potatoes. First, he gathers a ton of Martian soil. Then he digs out makeshift farmland. Next, he tears open vacuum-sealed astronaut poo, mixes it up, turning it into fertilizer. With the groundwork set, he adds the fertilizer to the soil, plants half a potato, waters it little boom, done. But there's a huge problem. His water supply is nowhere near enough to keep the crops alive. Luckily, Mark isn't just a botanist, he's also a chemistry whiz. He extracts hydrazine from the rocket fuel under a metal catalyst. It breaks down, releasing nitrogen and hydrogen. Then comes the simple chemistry. 2 hydrogen atoms plus 1 oxygen atom. Light it up and bam, water. Sounds perfect, right? Except he forgot one thing. His own breathing is messing up the oxygen levels. This time, he's careful, puts on his spacesuit, and stabilizes the water-making process. On Sol 54, tiny green sprouts push through the soil. By Sol 79, the harvest is even better than expected. He keeps the big ones to eat, and replants the small ones. Then Mark has an idea. He films something.
I know what I'm gonna do.
And suddenly changes course. NASA back on Earth sees the move and immediately reacts. They pull up old satellite images and rush to the Jet Propulsion Lab. Mark is after something, a piece of equipment left on Mars in 1997. Earth has a replica, but the real one, buried somewhere out there. He follows the clues, and finally there it is. He digs through the sand, uncovers Pathfinder, and drives it back to his base. On Sol 109, he powers it up, and for the first time, a satellite picks up his signal. NASA goes wild. They finally have a way to talk to him. Mark writes, "Can you hear me?" The tech team quickly shakes the camera. Yes, the connection is lit. For the first time, Mark knows NASA is working on a rescue plan. He's overwhelmed with emotions, but still cracks a joke, sending the entire control room into laughter. They can't believe this guy, stranded on Mars, and still keeping his sense of humor. On Sol 128, NASA tells him the plan. In 868 days, they'll launch a probe to bring him home. His food should last till day 900. It's close, but things are looking good. But just when everything seems to be working out, disaster strikes. A massive explosion rips through his base. His suit is damaged. He slaps duct tape onto his visor, barely holding it together. Then he rushes to check his potatoes, but it's too late. His entire crop is destroyed. Just like that, his survival clock starts ticking faster, and the mission takes a deadly turn.